Hi everyone, Robert Lefebvre again from BungeeBones.com. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to install the BungeeBones web directory in your template using Cpanel. Now I'm assuming that you already have your website, your web page template ready to go. That's what I mean by that is a blank page with your website's header and its menu and its footer, and we're going to install the BungeeBones web directory inside of that and upload it to your website. So we're going to be using Cpanel to do all the uploading of our files and changing the configurations. The process is similar for GoDaddy's file manager or Plex's file manager. So if you're not using Cpanel, watch and pinpoint what you need to find on your hosting company's control panel system that they use. So first thing we got to do is log into our BungeeBones user control panel, and I'm going to be doing it on the same site, which was Bitcoin multi-level. And so I'm going to log in. Okay, and you're greeted by the link that you entered into the BungeeBones system. And over here we have add a web directory. So we click on that. And I added a few graphics to what I did in the other tutorial. So we have step 1, step 2, and step 3. Okay, step 1 only takes a few minutes, and what we need to do is tell BungeeBones where we are going to install our web directory. So I'm going to use the same location as last time, and I think I forgot to delete it, but okay, we named it advertising. Okay, and the file location, I'll do that the same. I'm going to call it index.php. Now it has to have a PHP extension for BungeeBones to work, so make sure you name that. Now either of these can be named anything you want. Okay, both of them can be. So we submit that, and it tells us we're successful. Then we return to the directory management index page. Okay, so step 1 is complete. Now step 2 is a demo, and we have to first download the demo software. So I'm going to download it and save it to the downloads folder. Open the containing folder. Make sure. Okay, so it's in downloads. Now, because I'm using the Cpanel, I'm not going to unzip it like I did with FileZilla. I'm just going to upload the entire zip file, and I'm going to be able to unzip it on my server. So I've already got my Cpanel hosting account open. And as you see, it's bitcoinmultilevel.com is the Cpanel that I'm on, and what I want to use is the file manager. Okay, so I click on file manager, and it provides me, you see I've already got advertising there, so I'm going to delete that and go through the whole thing just so I can demonstrate for those who aren't familiar with their Cpanel. Okay, so I need to make a new folder, and I'll name it advertising because I told BungeeBones that's where I was going to put everything. Okay, so now I've got the folder. Now I want to open it up, and it's empty, and I want to upload the file that I downloaded, the demo .zip file. So I need to go into downloads, and in here there should be demo.zip. Here we go. You can tell it's a zip file by when it tells us, and then it's got the little zip around the folder. So click on it, tell it to open. What happened? Oh, okay, it's telling me that it's already there. Yes, I want to overwrite it. So here it is. We see that it's complete. It's off your screen, but I can see that it's complete. So now I can go back to main Cpanel, file manager, and to refresh this, there's no refresh. Okay, here's reload. And we have demo.zip. Okay, and all I have to do is extract this, and now I've got indication that it was all inflated. And reload this again. So I've got a folder. Okay, now these are kind of in the wrong position, so I'm gonna move them all up one level. I'll move them up to this level into the advertising. My mistake. So now I go up and I'm in the advertising folder, and I've got these 3 files here. I don't need this. I can delete that. And we don't need the zip file anymore. I can delete that. Okay, these are the 3 files we need. Now that I have this PHP info file up there, I want to do a check on the website to make sure something is working properly. And on your site, we want to make sure that it's even installed. So what I'm going to do is to type in the web directory that I told it in the form, and that you've entered in the form, and I'm going to put in the name of that file, which is phpinfo.php. Okay, the fact that this page displays tells me that PHP is installed. So if you get this page, we're halfway there. But there's something that's needed by BungeeBones to operate, and it's called curl. C-U-R-L. As you see, everything here is alphabetical. So I'm going down to a section and make sure that curl is installed and that it's enabled. If not, you need to contact your hosting company to see if you can get that working. Otherwise, BungeeBones will not work on your website. So now that I've got that determined, the next one I want to go to is this page here. But before I go to it and look at it, I need to edit it. So right up here, have the edit button. Now I've got the code. Now right here on this line, and I'm not showing line numbers here unfortunately, but there's only a few here that we need to change. Right here it says verify that the affiliate number below is yours to ensure your affiliate credit and payments. Now I know that this number is not the one for this website I'm using, because that is a default one. Okay, and so what we have to do is have to go back to our BungeeBones user control panel. Okay, and in step 2, the demo, there's a number right here in white, and it tells you change that number 3112 to your affiliate number for your site, which is, and I tell you, BungeeBones gives you your affiliate number. Okay, so there it is. So paste, change it to 5837, and now I click on Save Changes. That page is now saved, and now we can go to Bitcoin multi-level. We don't need the file manager anymore, and the name of the file would be advertising index. Right? Whoops. Copied the old link. And index.php. Crash, burn, crash, burn. Oh, sorry folks. Name of the file is demo. There is no index.php here. So I got to demonstrate what happens when you forget a step. What we have to do is rename this index.php. There we go. So I was looking for index.php, and BungeeBones will be too. So we need to provide an index.php page there. Okay, so now let's try it again. Advertising index. Enter. There we go. There we go. We now have a working directory. It's not a pretty one. This is a demo. Okay. And let's make sure everything works. We want to click on one of these categories to make sure the subcategories opens up. Yes. Okay. We have a cookie trail going down to subcategories. These are different now. And we have links. Okay, so we are now all set. The next step will be to go back here. We want to rename this to something that, because we're not going to use it again unless we know, unless there's a problem. So we're going to name it index back. You can name it whatever you want, because we need to bring in the template that I made earlier. So I need to upload, and hopefully I remember where I put it. I think it is in Documents, BungeeBones template. That's it. Okay. Okay, did I get it? There we go. I've got BungeeBones template now on my website. Now let's go back and make sure. Well, first, before I do that, let's rename it. It's got to be renamed to index.php, okay, because that's where we told BungeeBones our file would be. Okay, so now let me refresh this where the web directory we know works, and we've got the template that I made. Notice I marked where I want to put the directory with this word here, space holder. Okay, so now I want to edit this page. I want to find the word space folder. Here we go. Okay, so now I know that when I paste the code in that location, it's going to be in the right spot. So let's go back to our BungeeBones control panel. We've completed step 1, we've completed step 2, we're on to step 3, which is branding. So we need to get the code, and that is right here. And it tells us we've got 2 blocks of code. I'll save us the reading. This is the first block, and this goes right on top of that word placeholder. So I can just paste this here, and that should work. Now the next one is a little more difficult. I'm going to start by, at this point here in your code, beginning of the page, you have an opening head tag and a closing head tag. Here's the opening one, and here's the closing one. Now I'm going to start here and work backwards to describe things that you don't want to take out. You don't want to take out the closing head. You don't want to take out any JavaScript. Those are specific to your website, to your website's design. These are all JavaScript. I leave those. These are functions that are inside. Again, JavaScript. A lot of JavaScript on my site. Now we're getting into style sheets. CSS. Those are all determine the looks of the website. You want to leave those. Now after those, in my case, now yours, the order can vary. So everything's going to be different on your side. I'm pointing out things that you leave. This meta tag content type is fine. We can leave that. This one is instruction to search engines. That's fine. And this one, though, the next one, meta name keywords. Well, we want to replace that one. You don't have to. I'll explain why you don't have to. But this one, meta name description, same thing. We want to replace that one. And title. This one has a closing title. Okay. Then above those, we have the opening head tag, opening HTML tag, and the doc type. Those also will be replaced. So altogether we have basically 6 lines of code that we are going to replace with the second block of code. And we copy this. Too much. Get all of it that's in that color. Copy. And I've already got it highlighted. So I'm going to just take a couple minutes to tell you what happens if you mess up on either any of these last 3, the title, the description, or keywords. BungeeBones comes with a dynamic meta tag producer, and on each individual category it will put in the category's name into the title, it will put it into the description, and it will put it into the meta keyword. So each category page is unique. If you put your own after these, you can put your own. If you put your own title, it will override the dynamic one BungeeBones installed. If you put in a meta name description tag, again it will override it, and keywords would override. So you would be nullifying the dynamic. Now you may want to do that. I think it's a good feature to have it dynamic, make each page unique. It helps tell the search engine what is on that page. So I think it's a good feature. but you can override it that way. So now that I've got this highlighted, I'm just going to paste that second block of code. And I want to make one check here. Okay, everything looks good. Save the changes. And now we go back to this page and refresh it. We have a directory. We have links. We are done. Enjoy.